is the weakest answer from Nancy Pelosi. The reason why she had to pause is because she knows that Tim Walz is a radical progressive. Look, Tim Walz agrees with Nancy Pelosi. He agrees, obviously, with Kamala Harris that what we must have in our country are massively open borders. Tim Walz signed into law driver's licenses for illegal immigrants in Minnesota.
Well, as we know it, this election seems like it's all nothing but jokes. You understand what I mean? A lot of rhetoric and a lot of semantics. Gotta be careful out here. I say that to say this. I don't believe that we as civilians should be pro anything. I think the only thing we should be pro about is the policies, you understand? Once you start playing into pro this, pro that, you're being forced to be team blue or team red. This is not a cult, this is not a gang, this is about policies right now. Right now, it's a lot of games being played from the left and the right. With that being said, check this clip out right here. We got the Trump campaign releasing a brutal ad exposing chief weirdo Tim Walz. I guess that's what they calling him. As we all know, Kamala Harris started the weirdo wave, so this is what I'm talking about. Semantics, rhetoric, you gotta be careful, you understand? Don't get your feelings involved. Pay attention to the policies. Sit back and react with your boy. If you like reactions like this, consider hitting that like button. Definitely subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell. Let's see how this is about to play out.
Kamala Harris has announced her vice presidential nominee running mate. She has chosen Tim Walz, who's the governor of Minnesota, and the internet has wasted no time reacting, labeling the pairing creepy. The Harris campaign released another very staged video announcing the VP pick.
Hi, this is Tim.
It's Kamala Harris. Good morning, Governor.
Who really has a camera on them like this when they're receiving a call? Come on, of course that's staged. That's scripted too, probably.
Good morning, Madam Vice President.
Listen, I want you to do this with me. Let's do this together. Would you be my running mate and let's get this thing on the road?
I would be honored, Madam Vice President.
The joy that you're bringing back to the country, the enthusiasm that's out there, it would be a privilege to take this with you across the country.
Well, let me tell you, I have just the utmost respect for you. I have really enjoyed our work together. You understand our country. You have dedicated yourself to our country in so many different and beautiful ways. And we're going to do this. We're going to win. And we're going to unify our country and remind everyone that we are fighting for the future for everyone. So let's get out there and get this done, okay?
Let's do it. Do the work in front of us. Let's win this thing.
That's right. All right, buddy. I'll see you soon.
Why are they holding the phones the way they're holding it? It's not like they're really FaceTiming each other. You can tell when people are FaceTiming each other. That is not real FaceTime. Miss me with that one right there.
Take care. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Commentators jumped on the video, slamming it for being creepy. This commentator said, "You all call JD Vance weird and then do this." Harris and Walz quickly made their first public appearance together, which commentators called creepy.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
Oh, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening.
Another commentator said, "We can't listen to 4 more years of this." Walz wasted no time playing politics, slamming Donald Trump immediately.
Donald Trump sees the world a little differently than us. First of all, he doesn't know the first thing about service.
Alright now, just because you were in the military don't mean you was a sharpshooter out here, right?
He doesn't have time for it because he's too busy serving himself. Again and again and again, Trump weakens our economy to strengthen his own hand. He mocks our laws. He sows chaos and division.
Where?
And that's to say nothing of his record as president. He froze in the face of the COVID crisis. He drove our economy into the ground, And make no mistake, violent crime was up under Donald Trump.
But the Trump campaign hit back immediately, releasing a brutal ad exposing Chief Weirdo Tim Walz.
What could be weirder than signing a bill into law that requires schools to stock tampons in boys' bathrooms? Or weirder than signing legislation allowing minors to receive sex change operations?
That is going to hurt him. I don't know why she picked someone like that. That is going to hurt him. I think people are getting tired of this right here. I think they're over it. they're tired. Like the pronoun stuff, that went in through one ear right out the other. People really don't entertain that anymore. I believe give it a year or two, it'll be completely abolished. Trust me.
Try electing the man who signed those bills Vice President of the United States. Enter Chief Weirdo Tim Walz. As governor of Minnesota, Walz supported legislation that endangers minors, hurts women, and puts radical ideology ahead of common sense. Now Kamala wants Walz to enforce those laws on a national scale. Tim Walz, too weird, too radical.
Conservative commentators jumped on the bandwagon too, releasing videos showing Walz's failures as governor. Commentator Byron Donalds labelled Walz a radical progressive on Fox News.
That is the weakest answer from Nancy Pelosi. The reason why she had to pause is because she knows that Tim Walz is a radical progressive. Look, Tim Walz agrees with Nancy Pelosi. He agrees, obviously, with Kamala Harris that what we must have in our country are massively open borders. Tim Walz signed into law driver's licenses for illegal immigrants in Minnesota. He wanted health care for illegal immigrants in Minnesota. This guy is incredibly left-wing.
Megyn Kelly also came out swinging, saying Tim Walz signed a bill that lets the state take away your kids if you do not agree to sterilize them and chop off their body parts in the name of gender-affirming care.
Wait. Let's bring that back. All right, sign the bill that lets the state take away your kids if you do not agree to sterilize them and chop off their body parts in the name of gender-affirming care. So if your 14-year-old is sad but thinks it's gender confusion and you object to castrating him, the state takes custody. The state takes custody. This is what your boy right here is doing. This is what everyone is saying. Yeah, Walz and Harris 2024. A lot of y'all don't even know how to do due diligent research. You understand?
So if your 14-year-old is sad but thinks it's gender confusion and you object to castrating him, the state takes custody. And another commentator exposed Walz's very liberal views on abortion, revealing a video showing the governor signing abortion up until the moment of birth.
To a moment of birth.
It is law.
The new VP was also slammed for his response to the Minnesota riots, with many saying he's incapable of leading. And another commentator revealed the aftermath of the riots, saying this isn't Iraq, this is Minnesota under Tim Walz as governor. This is America if they win. Trump 2024 is the only way. And in another shocking video, the commentator exposed Walz for changing the Minnesota flag to a Somalian flag before a speech.
Wow, homeboy just be doing his own thing, no rules whatsoever. You understand? Listen, like I said earlier, this time around, yeah, the things they're exposing and the things that we're able to see, whoa, man, I'm telling you, we're living in the Matrix at this point.
All right, ready. Whoa, wait a minute. There, that's better.
Yo, that's wild right there. Listen, man, make sure you're out here picking the right choices and you're not getting caught up with the color of the skin, the gender, You understand what I'm saying? The sexual preference, where they like to party at, what's their favorite color? No, none of that has to do with anything. Policies over everything. Policies over everything.